Okay, cool. So she already said I can let her in.
Cool.
So this is Miss Yelena. Awesome lady.
Yes.
I'm glad I had a chance to have a conversation with her, not to take over the show we're talking about, but I wanted to highlight her because she's has awesome energy. I can't wait to work with her in the
Yes, she
future. I'm not
does.
going to say what we're going to do with
Exactly.
her in the future, but great things are coming soon. So she's a wonderful person to have on. This is Miss Yelena, everybody. And
Hi. Hey, how's everybody tonight? Welcome to the Pit Stop. Just checking in with you tonight on our Pit Stop show. We got some great things for you tonight. Our first April Fresh show. Oh my God, we made it to April. It's spring. Spring is in the air and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm just saying. But you're here with us tonight, and we're glad to have you. And we've got our hot spot to the show tonight, our very own, our one and only Trey Wiz, our media producer in the house tonight.
hey, what's up, love? Welcome back. What's
Hey,
up?
welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Pit Stop.
How are
Again,
you?
we are April Fresh. Thank God it's a new day. It's a new day trying to deal with my circumstances, trying to
That's
figure
all
it out.
right.
And actually that's what we're talking about tonight. Sometimes the circumstances it aids in accepting the truth. Sometimes the truth is good, bad, and ugly,
That
but
part.
that's okay. We all feel it. But
That's all
tonight is
right.
a reality check. Tonight is a reality check. How do we get through it? We have to embrace our reality, understand our situation. I really believe we'll do well once we understand our situation. And we are missing our oh so opulent one, Shannon Grace Chappelle, tonight. We love you, Shannon. We love you.
Love you, mommy.
We love you absolutely. We miss you tonight. And we know you are coming back full force and strong. And we just thank God for recovery. And you are always going to be at your best. For those of you who are passing through some stuff physically, mentally, socially, financially, politically, listen, it's a huge challenge, and not just because, it's spring. It's just a huge challenge, period. Being a
It
human
is.
being, just being
It
human
is.
again.
It
What you say
is.
about that, Trey? Just being human again,
You're right about that. You're definitely
you
right about
know?
that.
Yeah, being human. I don't take it for granted. We just have, thank God we have some type of support. It just may take some more time than a few. But at least, I won't say but, the conjunction, at least understanding. When you get full understanding about what's happening to you, and wisdom, then you can embrace your situation. I got some news today, and I thank God for our mental health check-ins today. It was tremendous, but it's something that was like ongoing with my son. And I was like, okay, God. And I just thought about what we was going to talk about tonight. Understanding your circumstances, life unraveled, reality check. That's what's happening here tonight, family. Reality check. This is the checkpoint tonight.
That
Once
part.
you get to
Welcome.
it, get
Welcome,
through it.
everybody watching.
Yes. Welcome everybody tonight watching. Everybody passing through. Well, listen, we know you feel it. We feel it with you. We feel it with you. Tonight is, this is your time tonight to just share with us your reality check and how you got through it. You don't have to go in details or anything about it.
You don't
Just
have to get all
tonight.
into it if you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't have
It's just a
to.
pit stop, quick little
It's
interaction.
exactly.
Yeah.
This is a safe space for you to be able to just say, hey, oh yeah, that's me. I had a little situation You
Right,
know,
that part, little
and that little
situation.
situation. And yeah, this is a checkpoint tonight, and we are here. So this is why we asked the question earlier, how you doing today? And maybe I hear some people saying like, I don't know, because that's my response sometimes. I don't know.
I'm already hit. It was a long day today, but I
Exactly.
mean, it's all right for the most part. Yeah.
Long. Mm-hmm.
hmm I know one person
Exactly.
we got in
Exactly.
the background.
Yeah,
I'm not
those
sure if I'm not sure if Miss Latoya wants to come in. I'm not sure if she
pretty
has
P.
intention of just watching, but if you would like to, give me your thumbs up in the background, and I'll let you in, Miss Latoya.
Oh, absolutely. We have
Yeah, I
Latoya
see her in the
tonight.
background.
Latoya, all right.
Yeah,
If you want to just share Toya, just give a thumbs up. If you want to share
yeah.
Toya's in the studio with us, just give a thumbs up.
She said yes. I
Right?
got her. I'm gonna bring her right
All
on in.
right, got her. All right, Toya. Yes, this is Queen Toya in the house
Hi.
tonight. And
What's up,
thank you,
Miss
Pretty
Toya? How
P.
you doing?
Good evening, everyone. How's everyone
Hey,
doing?
Queen.
Pretty
Hey,
good.
Toya. How you
Thank
doing?
you for
That's
joining us. Thank you
good.
for stopping
Thank
by.
you. Thank you
Yeah,
for
yeah,
having me. Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
Yeah,
I
this is the
appreciate it.
time.
I think I
Mm-hmm.
said your mom name was Sharon. I see that it's Shannon, and I apologize for that.
Uh-huh.
I just
Yeah,
It's all
wanted to
right.
feel better. I
it's all right.
apologize for that. And Miss Pam, did you not just have a birthday on Monday?
Yes,
Right,
I did.
right. Which is I'm
Happy
Yes,
surprised she
I
didn't
did.
mention it. Yes, April
happy
1st. Happy birthday to
birthday.
Yeah,
you.
I did. And look, this is
Already already.
this is a blessed present that was given to me by our Queen Shannon.
It seemed like she might be tapping out just a little bit. Let me see.
Yes, a little bit.
Seemed like she might be tapping out a little
Oh,
bit. I'm gonna take her off the screen and just
okay.
hope that she comes back as soon as she can. But what's up, Mr. Toya? How you doing?
I'm okay and yourself. I'm bringing it in there, trying to hold on to another day. That's all I
That's all
can do.
right. That's
Hold
all
on
right.
to
One step at
another
a
day.
time. Shoot, one step at a time. I wanted to
Right.
shout out to my friend Paris for stepping in. She said that's so true. She was agreeing with Professor and talking about
Yes.
some light stuff. But yeah, so we are getting into April. We wrapped up March, which is Women's History Month. So as you know, we've been highlighting a lot of different women that we feel like need to be put on the pedestal, need to be put
Right.
on the forefront. It was nice to be able to have a few of y'all come through and just whether it's highlighting, celebrating. I know a few of my friends have shared some personal information with us and been keeping up and just catching our overall vibe. This is what we do
Right.
on Wednesdays. So everybody that's watching right now, don't be afraid to say hello. Don't be afraid to comment. But
Hmm.
oh yeah, she said also happy birthday to Professor Williams. So
Okay.
Professor's going to be coming back in a little bit, Paris. But yeah, I'm happy that everyone that's been watching so far. I wanted to shout out to Makai. I wanted to shout out to Miss Tammy. It's a few people from my job that have been tuning in and stuff as well. Got some
Okay.
favorite customers coming in, but overall, it's been nice to highlight and give love and give thanks to
Right.
everybody that's
Right.
been
Absolutely.
gracing our platform so far, that's been
Absolutely.
watching us, giving the grace to the women. One thing we want to do here, instead of making things like Christmas and Valentine's Day and things like that, instead of making it just that time, just that one day of the year or just that one little
Exactly.
celebration, let's make it all year.
Hmm.
So I
Right.
think that was
Right.
definitely nice to be able to highlight and
Yeah.
give a little love to the women because y'all need it. There's some women out there that
Yes,
definitely need a
Lord.
little grace and just uplifting.
Yes,
Just to
Lord.
let y'all know that we do see y'all. You know,
Absolutely. Yes. So we
exactly,
need to be seen
exactly.
and
Y'all need to be
acknowledged.
seen. Y'all need to be highlighted just as
Yes.
well. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I see
Absolutely. So
Professor
thank
coming in. Give me your
Okay.
thumbs up, Professor, if you're good now. Okay, you're good. Cool. Not a problem. I'm gonna bring you back in. We're gonna get into the subject today.
Oh,
Good to
hmm
thank
go.
you. Thank you, Toya. And again,
Okay.
thank you, Pretty P. Thank everybody just for celebrating my birthday. I'm still celebrating the birthday month. I just can't believe so many amazing things have happened. Sometimes I tell you, in the tears that you shed is your blessing.
Mm,
Maybe it
mm,
sounds awkwardly weird, but you sometimes in again when you shed some tears, and what I'm saying is through the pain there's joy at the same time.
right,
Sometimes,
right.
as bittersweet as it is, and I tell
Hmm.
you, even though the scriptures say God bottles up every tear. I was like, God, I must got like crates and bottles of tears here.
It's like fine wine,
I'm,
right?
Shoot.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I said, wow, I got something to give away.
I know that's
So,
right. You do.
however,
You're valuable. If you don't know
yeah,
that,
I got
if we
something to
tell
give
you,
away,
we
some
let you
tears.
know. Yeah, yeah. That
You
was a
know,
nice
it
moment to be able
is.
to highlight that for you, and I'm glad that you got that gift,
Yes,
that it came in
it
the mail right on
really
time.
was. It
So
really
happy
was. And I'm
birthday to
just
you,
so
Professor,
proud.
again.
I
Mm,
Hmm
thank you. I thank you. And again, I'm like Shannon, I'm like, yeah. Beautiful. It has
that's
gold
pretty.
in it.
Yeah, that's
It
Yeah,
has
pretty.
that's my
gold
mother's
in it.
creation, y'all.
This
Yeah,
is
my mom's starting to
Shannon,
make frogs and
our
things.
co-host. Yes,
Okay.
and these are personal pieces, and the colors are equally significant. The colors, the
Mm,
the purple, the gold, because the purple is significant because it really was a color where only the very rich or prominent people could
Yeah.
wear, could afford.
hmm
And
Because the
if anybody
pigment,
was
yeah.
caught, right? If anybody
Yeah,
was
the
caught,
bugs and stuff you needed to
uh-huh.
actually get those pigments. It was very hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
Only the rich can have people sent out to go get
really?
those pigments from
Yes,
those bugs.
I
So
didn't know
purple
that.
and gold was
exactly.
the color
And
choices for her frog.
yeah, and if you were caught wearing, if you were like of a lesser class and you were caught wearing purple, you would be prosecuted. So I was like, wow,
Wow.
humankind has come a long way
Absolutely, because
socially.
purple is my favorite
Mm-hmm.
color.
That
It's
Yes.
my
part.
Can you
favorite
imagine?
color.
That
Can
part.
you
Yeah.
imagine? Colors
Wow.
were classified. We were so separated from one another. It's a shame. And here we are, free, able to
Right?
wear the colors we want, able to wear the things we want, able to live and eat and breathe. However, it's these challenges that come to us sometimes that make us feel like we're shackled to it,
Mm,
That's
to
all
the
right.
mm,
situation.
Everybody's
You
been there,
know,
but that's all right.
exactly,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So we thank God for being able to explore
Mm-hmm.
our reality and get some support. We are here for each other, and to be able to find out, how do we help each other? How do we really, be able to stand tall in our situations? And I could only say time will tell,
yeah,
because some
absolutely.
things need more time than a plenty. And to
Mm.
give yourself time, be gentle with you. Two
Hey,
things: time
Ariel.
will tell, and be gentle with you. Oh yes, Ariel, our
Shout out
Alaskan
to Ariel
baby.
for joining. Don't be afraid to
Hey,
say hello.
Ari.
Thank y'all, everybody
Hey,
that's watching
Hi.
Ari.
right now.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
pretty P. Thank y'all. And
exactly.
again, thank you, Toya. And we are we just feel fortunate. To tell you the truth, we all feel it, and it's good that we feel it, because some
Yeah.
people, they ain't feeling nothing. They're like,
Right.
and
Mm.
you know.
Ariel said hi to Miss
Hi.
Toya. She said, "Hey,"
Hey.
she said, "Hey, Toya." Yeah, but I want to get into the subject
Yes.
of
Hmm.
today because I want to get Mr. Toya's opinion now. The subject that I had brought
Absolutely.
up, what was it? A phone conversation, or was it after the
Yeah,
show
we
that we
was
were talking
having a
about it?
yeah, we was talking
Yeah,
afterwards, on
yeah,
understanding your situation.
exactly. Yeah. So I was
Yeah,
the subject really is understanding your reality, and I said
your
in a Facebook
reality. Yeah.
story exactly that
That's my favorite.
I'm not I'm happy with my reality. I'm not happy with my reality because it's ideal, but I'm happy with my
Mm.
reality because I understand it now. It took some time
Yes.
to get there, but understanding why everything is laid out the way that it is, understanding why um where I'm going, how I got here, what my timeline is, because people don't understand what makes them them. People are not
Yeah.
just walking around angry and upset for no reason. So, whatever, whatever you have on your shoulder, whatever
Yeah.
chip,
Mm.
understanding your reality and why things are shaped the way that, why your life is the way it is, whether you consider it to be good or bad, understanding it is
Exactly.
half the battle. So
Yeah.
I wanted to just
Yeah.
ask ask you a question and ask your take on that, Mr. Toy, as far as just how do you feel about I don't know how to really formulate it into a question, to be honest, because it wasn't really something that was in question
I'm
form.
I'm still
But
trying to figure out what my reality is after hearing your explanation of what your reality was. Like I'm totally stuck. I'm just trying to I'm still trying to figure out what my
that's all right.
purpose is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
yeah,
still trying, especially with my mother, I'm still trying to figure out, am
true.
I the right person to be doing what I'm doing for her at this time?
Mm.
And
Yeah,
if
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, who would be that right person? I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Yeah.
after Monday, after that little fire, oh Lord, I
Yeah.
don't
I
know
Yeah.
what
don't rush
Yeah.
is
nobody.
going on.
I
Yeah,
don't rush
I'm
nobody
just
to
Mm-hmm.
figure
trying
it
to.
out.
I'm just.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But your explanation, like
Hey, Molly.
sometimes you have to realize, like, what is your purpose? Like, what are you here for? What are you built for?
Right.
What are you
Right.
supposed to
And
be doing? Yeah,
some days I'm like, all right, I can do this. I'm built for this. But there's some other
exactly.
days when you be like, ooh, I wasn't supposed to be doing this.
Hmm.
Like, I missed my
Hmm.
It's
calling
extra.
card. Like, what am
Extra.
I supposed to be
It'd be
I
doing?
learned
way
that honestly.
extra.
I feel like I learned to
Mm-hmm.
stop being. One thing I did was stop being greedy. Um,
Uh,
being reaping and reaping have your blessings or whatever, accept whatever comes to you, but um taking on too much, you can
Yeah.
say, or doing too much or whatever
mm-hmm.
you want to say, all
Mm-hmm.
at one time, instead of knocking things out effectively, instead of doing things effectively, or pondering or thinking on things down to the nitty gritty. I feel like just having your mind consumed by way too much
Yeah.
Yeah.
can keep you
Yeah.
away from distractions, can keep you away from um figuring out yourself. I mean, I'm 30
Yeah.
years old and I'm just now, thanks to Professor, my mom for introducing me to this platform, us, starting on StreamYard, and all of this has came out of just, stopping by to listen, stopping by to talk. So, I mean, I don't know, broaden your horizon, opening yourself up to new things can bring up, great things like this. I'm happy to have a platform. I'm happy to have a
I
show.
hear that.
Um,
I hear
to you,
Understood.
Professor,
Understood.
though, Molly did say happy belated birthday to you.
Oh,
So
thank you,
just to throw
Molly.
that out there,
Thank
he
you
did
so
say that.
much. Thank you,
But
Molly.
I
Oh
don't
my
judge
God, I'm
nobody
still
for like how long it's
celebrating.
taking them to get where they need to be.
right.
I'm
I
30
know
Mm-hmm.
years
I've
old
been
and I'm just
told that
now
I needed
finding.
to learn how to say no.
Oh yeah,
Saying
that's a
no is
good
not
one. We
always
talked
a
Nope,
about
bad
that
that's we
thing.
too.
talked about
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah, we got
Yes,
into that.
Latoya.
I need to know how to say no because I don't know how to say no. They be like, you can't do it. I'll be like, yeah, I guess. And I don't want to, but I just say yeah because I know hearing no. I've been always heard no. And
Yeah.
I
Mm,
know how it sounds. I know how it feels when you ask for someone for something and they say no.
mm,
And I
Hmm.
don't want
mm-hmm,
someone to feel what I feel. So I say
But
yes.
mm-hmm.
it's okay to be a giver though. Now, I would
Yeah.
suggest that people like honestly weigh you have to have the discernment to know how much is too much for you,
Hmm.
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with giving, and I feel like I would give endlessly, but have a bar set on when that
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
stops, so
Yeah. My
that you
Yes.
don't
scale
run,
wasn't.
you
Boundaries.
don't fully deplete yourself in order to
Mm-hmm.
do that. Because I believe in
Mm-hmm.
naturally doing things because you want to. For instance,
Right.
somebody can be asking me for $10 on the street, for
Hmm.
instance.
Mm,
I'm not one of those
mm-hmm.
people who's going to say, "Oh, let me make sure that you buy that hamburger you said you was." No,
Right.
you do it
Right.
because you feel like it's good to
Hmm.
do, and you get
Hmm.
rewarded
Yeah.
in the ways that you need to. And do some people say God, which I definitely believe, but whatever about doing right is okay to do because you feel it's okay to do. Just
Mm-hmm.
have your limit, and I feel like you'll
Yeah.
be all right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Set some boundaries. Some people need boundaries. They
Yeah.
need those invisible lines. Hey, Dr. Kenneth.
Hey,
They
Kenneth,
need those
thank you for stepping in.
invisible boundaries,
Hmm.
and they need to be tested because we can say no in so many different ways. Like not right now, or
Yeah.
I
Now.
don't think
Yeah.
so, or
Right. Let me
because
think
some people
about
don't
it.
understand. Yeah, let me think about it. Let's see what can happen. Some people don't
Hmm.
understand a flat out no, and they get
Right.
all bent out of shape. But it's all
Hmm.
right. You just find
Hmm.
different ways to say it for your
It's easier
own
said than done.
mental health. Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
easier
your
said than
mental
done.
health is equally as important as others. And
I think you need
recovery
to.
and restoration, yeah, we got to have that time. We have to.
I think you need to stop people
Um,
dead in their tracks. I think that
yes,
it takes
some
time to work
people
to
you
that
Right.
need
point.
Right.
it.
But
Oh
that whole
yeah.
"I'm gonna get you later," let me see, let me. I know I don't have that $15 that you need, so I'm gonna tell you no. I
Hmm.
don't
You know,
have.
I don't have
I'm
it.
gonna tell you
Yeah.
you don't have that
Ah,
$15 to give to you.
Yeah.
Right now.
mhm,
If I can't
Hmm.
mhm,
do it, or if you're
mhm.
bleeding me dry, let's
Right.
Hmm.
all be truthful. Thank you to everybody who's
True,
watching right
true,
now and
true.
standing here. Don't be afraid
Transparent.
to say hello
Uh-huh.
while you're watching, but tell people
Hmm.
Absolutely.
no. It might take
Yes.
time. It's easier said than done because anybody can say what you should do,
Should
but
do
it's up to
Mm.
you to
exactly.
get to that,
Yeah.
get yourself to that point of being able to do
Yeah.
so. But tell
Yeah,
people
those
no.
boundaries. Set
Yep.
those
Yeah.
boundaries.
Say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say no.
Yes.
I'm trying. Like I
Absolutely.
said, my scale is broken, so I'm up, then I'm down,
Mm.
then I'm in between. I don't know. I gotta get a new scale.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's
let me
it's
ask you a
okay to get a
question.
new scale too, Latoya.
Let
Mm-hmm.
me ask you a question, Miss Latoya. If you don't mind being like transparent with us for a moment, what do you think it will take for you to be able to uh, find your way? Do you think that you've maybe blocked things or dismissed things? Because you know how everyone in here.
You can
Thank
talk
you to
to my
everybody
therapist.
watching. But you know how life gets in the way. So you can be, you can be saying, "Oh, I'm
Mhm.
about to start this business. Oh, I got this going. I feel good about this," and life can hit you and sway you. So what do you
Mm.
think it
Mhm.
is for you that
Mm.
might have you still trying to find your way? And it's okay, because we all learning. But I want to ask you. if you're able to answer that, transparency on here. So, but,
Honestly, um, ah, I
and if you
think
don't know, I understand not
I don't
knowing
know. It's
because,
it's 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 like just trying to put everything into perspective without
Mm,
without trying to make it seem like it's being overran. Like you don't want it
mm,
to overflow. Like you want to pour
understood.
your beverage, but you don't want it to overflow. So the fact
mhm,
that you got
mhm,
only one cup and you got so many different things pouring into that cup, and you like, all right, let me hold on. Let me drink this,
Mm,
mm,
drink this. And
mm,
now you intoxicated by everything and you really ain't got
mm,
nobody to fall back on and be like, okay, is everybody else looking at this glass, looking through this glass to say, wait, I'm looking through this glass? And they like,
mm.
no. So you still pouring, and it's still so you trying to catch that overflow. I think it's me trying to hold on to being there for everyone and not
Yes,
realizing that I
that's
need to
truthful.
be there for myself.
yes,
Yeah.
That's
yes,
So
truthful.
and
yes,
I
yes,
don't
my
know if
queen.
it's I'm going to say the mother in me, the nurturer in me, but
Hmm.
that sometimes nurturing person, because I call her a person sometimes. I just need to be like, just like, no,
Yeah,
like I don't want to be
yeah,
nurturing
yeah,
right now. I
I
want to be
feel,
yeah,
nurtured. I
yeah.
want to be taken care
Mhm.
I
of.
feel that.
And in
Yeah,
order for me
yeah.
to be taken care of, I feel like
Mhm.
I gotta make sure everybody else is taken care of first.
Mm,
I feel
So
that.
mm.
I definitely put myself on the back burner. I think about everybody else before I think about myself.
Yeah.
Sure enough, with that fire, everybody get out. I was the only one in
Mm,
there. The
This
coffee
year,
was
before
mm.
the
good.
year is up, you're
Wow.
gonna be putting
Wow.
yourself first. I don't know how we're gonna
Exactly.
help you do
I
that,
don't know how
but
that's gonna
Exactly.
you're gonna,
go.
Exactly.
I
yeah,
don't
it's
know.
gonna be about you
Yeah.
this year for real.
Look, you said
Exactly,
you in your
Toya.
30s and you found yours. I'm
Yeah.
48. I'm still looking. I'm still searching.
But how do you know
You
that my
still
thing
young.
is, and this is just
You
my
still
idea because
young.
I know so many people that as far as actresses, you don't have to be a celebrity, you don't have to be none of that. That's not what I'm saying. But as far as actresses and doctors and lawyers or people that just blew up, whether it become music, music or art or whatever it may be, how do you know that you won't be the richest one out of all of us? And you happen
Exactly.
your formula or what you're supposed to do falls in your lap. Now, I'm fortunate
Absolutely.
that just because I'm, at the 30 mark, you know, I'm happy to hear to have found like what it is that I want to do, which is, hence the
Mhm.
show and producing and stuff like that. Though I've always been doing that, in a way, in different ways, I'm happy to have found it. But at the same time, we're going to help you. That's all I can say.
Yes, exactly.
Stick around and hear some
Look, my
things.
arms is open. I'm taking it in.
Exactly as you
Listen,
I'm
should,
embracing
because
it
we
all.
trying to
you've
have,
taken the
yeah.
first step, Toya. Tonight is
Yes, I'm
self-discovery.
embracing it
You've
all.
taken the first step forward, and we're proud of you. Oh yes, you've
Yeah.
Thank
taken the
you.
first step.
Thank you.
Self-discovery is
Appreciate it.
one of the first steps.
Appreciate it.
Yes, Queen, you on the
What's up,
way.
Tazzy Taz? That's
Hey,
Wayne
Tazzy
stepping in.
Taz.
You know him as
Hey,
Wayne,
Wayne.
Hello.
Professor. Yes,
Absolutely.
that's
Hey,
who that
Wayne.
is. But
Absolutely. So we're helping each other fix our crown. Hey,
Yeah.
that
we
part,
we're
yeah.
helping each other fix our crown, and that's all right. That's your first steps. Yes, folks.
Straighten it up,
Absolutely.
Tonight,
tighten it up. Yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah.
straighten it up, tighten it up tonight. We thank everybody in the house tonight. We gonna help each other fix our crowns, aren't we now? Hmm.
Yeah, that part.
Yes,
Appreciate
now.
that. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So it's good. First steps are good to the next steps.
Hmm.
Even if they're baby steps, as long as you're taking a step and you
That's
got
that.
that support,
Yeah.
and that
Exactly.
and that the support will increase. It will increase.
Hmm. Shout out
Yes,
to
it is.
everybody
Oh
that's in here
wow.
watching right now. I definitely appreciate y'all. I definitely appreciate
Absolutely.
everybody in here watching right now. But yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
honestly, um,
That's
the
reality. That's
transparency on
our
here, yeah,
reality.
that's our
Yeah.
reality. I
Yeah,
just
that's our
understanding your
reality.
reality. Um, I feel like if you take the time to write some things down and sort some things of what you don't like, that'll help you eliminate like some of the things like you said about overpouring in other people's cups and not getting enough in
Hmm.
return.
Mm.
I think,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think taking a pen and paper, the power in that, I realized writing things down, forcing yourself to look at those things in the morning, whether it be goals or things you want to get out the way or stop doing or eliminate. Sometimes I gotta, I gotta write a mental note for myself, or, for instance, example, some people say, oh, talking to yourself, if you're doing that, that you're crazy. Well, I don't say that you should. I don't think having a full fledged conversation is all right. I don't know if you should be doing that.
Oh,
But
you
as
mean
far as
like third person?
yeah, like
Okay, like
talking,
third
what do you
person.
think, and yeah, and
But that's
answering yourself
okay
back.
to talk
But
to yourself. Like if the third
exactly.
person, it's another issue.
But
Hmm.
talk to yourself, coach yourself. Sometimes I look in the mirror like, hey, you need to get And I look around at my space and I'm like, hey, you need to clean this up. And
Mhm.
nobody's
Okay.
there. But
Mhm.
my point is, talk to yourself.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
but I hope that you
Exactly.
find, and I hope maybe that you tuning in to us and watching some of the things that we've been transparent about and that we put on the forefront. I hope that'll be some motivation for you to get what you need to find your way, because everybody has some type of gift out here. You know,
Right. Right.
everybody in
Absolutely.
this comment section has some type of gift right now, some type of
Yes, they
Mhm.
business
do.
they're trying to
Everybody in the
start,
house and
you
those
know,
Right.
watching.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
yeah.
And reality is a state of is actually a state of being. Things are just like they are. It's nothing you imagine.
Right.
Nobody can tell you, oh, it's just your imagination. Pain is just your imagination, or you're
Mhm.
over exaggerating and their assumptions. Nobody knows your situation unless they've been through it. Even if they've been through it, they are different. The experience
Mhm.
in each and every one of us is different. However, we do
Hmm.
feel it. We do feel, and we can, be emphatic about what's happening to one another. At the same time, we still need
Hmm.
individual support because it's real. It has nothing to do
Right.
with our imagination. And what's equally important is to examine what we feel about it. It's okay to say, listen, I don't feel good about this.
Mhm.
Hello, DJ
Why do
Slicky,
I
what's
always
up?
got to do that? Yes, what's up, Mr. DJ?
Hmm.
Yes, and just be honest with yourself, and then you'll find people who will gravitate towards you and understand. Say, listen, you know what? You're right. I understand what you're going through, and and then you will get more support. Sometimes the mind got to line up with what's going on in the body.
Mhm.
Sometimes the
Mhm.
body be
Very
telling us
true.
something, but
Very
the
true.
mind be like, I don't know if
Mm.
if I'm ready to deal with it. I don't know, because somebody else may feel this, that, and the other. But when when the body and the mind become aligned with each other, with the thoughts and the true feelings of one and of yourself, you can get through stuff.
Hmm.
You can be like, okay, this is
I
what it
think that
really
people
is.
I think that
Mm-hmm.
people lose when they don't, and hopefully, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me turn this down a little bit. I don't want to be too
It's
loud, but
okay.
hopefully, thank you. Hopefully, well, what I'm thinking is people lose when they ignore, like you said, your mind, and your body. When you get a feeling, a gut feeling, or something that's telling you don't go on that date tonight, or don't go out with this person,
Mhm.
don't hang around them. Don't go this way today. Maybe take the left turn on the way home instead of going straight down that road, or whatever it may be. A lot of people seem to ignore their intuition. They
Yeah.
ignore that voice, they ignore that feeling that tells them to do something. And that's when I see people get hurt, whether it be in
Yeah.
relationships or situations, things or that they get caught up in. I think a
Mhm.
lot of that comes from ignoring what you know is not right for you,
Exactly.
or a situation you shouldn't be stepping into. So
Yeah.
the
Following your
moment I
gut.
started to listen
Yeah.
to myself for real and started,
Yeah.
for instance, I say it all the time when I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm at the park or whatever it may be. I can be having a blast. I could be having a great time. But something can say, Trayvon, you need to get up and go home.
Mm.
It's time for you to go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and go home. And I
Mhm.
listen. I
Right.
can be having a
Right.
blast. I don't want to go home. I could be off the next day.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, tomorrow I'm off. It could be
Mm-hmm.
that type of situation. And something tells me to get up and go. I have no shame in my game going home.
Exactly.
So I
Mhm.
Exactly.
listen to that, and I'll find out the next day it could have been I wouldn't say a shootout or anything crazy, but you know what I mean. It could have been a
Right. Right.
fight or
Something happened.
altercation. Somebody could have got
Mhm.
stabbed
Mm-hmm.
or anything crazy like that. And that
Yeah.
has saved my life a few times by listening to
Exactly.
myself. So that's what I encourage y'all to do, is just listen to yourself. Don't
That's
ignore it.
reality. That's
That's the
reality.
reality.
And the reality is always it's not perfect, but it's influenced by different things. Our realities are influenced by different factors compared to our perception. Our perception is way different from reality. It could be an assumption, our perception.
Hmm.
But
Mhm.
when we understand our reality, then we can understand the factors behind our story, what happened
Hmm.
before, during, and
Right.
after. That's always
Mhm.
straight across the board. What happened before, during, and after, and we'll definitely be able to figure it out. So
Now I
yes,
got a
JTI
question.
family, those who's in the house, thank y'all for passing through.
Thank you for
Mm-hmm.
watching. I got a question for you, Professor.
Absolutely.
So for people that say, and I'm not gonna act like because I found my way and found what I'm interested in, and I found, that I just all of a sudden see the light. Because I can't stand someone
Mm-hmm.
who, found their way or stopped something that they want. Met that goal, and then all of a sudden they just know what everything is about. They know
No.
everything.
Mhm.
No, I don't want to
Right.
project that, and I don't want it to come off that way. But what do you have advice for someone who says, for instance, like Miss Latoya? I'm gonna use you as an example. for someone like Miss Latoya that says that they don't know, they're trying to find their way. They're trying to figure out what that thing is that they're meant for, what their purpose is. Do you have something to say about someone trying to find it, whether it be a tip or whatever? Do you have something to say about someone who's trying to find their way, quote unquote?
Well, yeah, is again the just taking the first step, self-discovery, as I mentioned before. I've said that myself. I have, I've been in your shoes, Latoya, like God, I'm trying to find my way. How do I find my way? Even at the stage of the game, that I'm in, I have to say, it's like tonight is a reality check. What am I actually looking at? I have to say, take the first step in self-acknowledgement. I don't know everything. At this point, I just believe I don't know anything. But
That's
I would
okay to
advise a
admit.
person that, because you're human, just take that first step in self-acknowledgement. Just like we've been talking about accountability and support. Find out your part in accountability, and then you're going to have to examine other people's parts too. That part.
And
That's
what
my
they have to
second
do with
piece
what you got
of
going on
advice.
too.
Yes, that's my second piece. Accountability, the accountability piece. Who you're accountable for, what you're accountable for, and what other people are accountable for too. And that'll take a whole bunch of weight up off your back. A whole bunch of weight up off your your life, because we are like the eagle. The eagle flies. The higher the eagle flies, some crow comes along and starts pecking its neck. The higher it flies, that crow loses what? Altitude and dies on the way. Not to say that's people. We're talking about the spirit that people operate in, the mindset, their perception versus reality.
Right.
You said that right.
You understand? So since we are all, high flyers, we all operate, and this is spiritual, it's natural, it's financial, it's political, it's so many things that we have to live by. Now, but it's simple, but it's not basic. The key part again is accountability. You become accountable, find out what you need to be accountable for, and the support that you need with it, and the accountability of others and the support that they need with it. And you'll find you'll be able to breathe. Because right now, all of that is like choking the air.
Yes.
It just feels like, God, I can't breathe, because that's how it feels like you can't breathe. Because you're carrying the weight of you and too many people. They got that remember that accountability part, that part.
I appreciate Mr. Latoya for even being transparent enough to say, because a lot of people don't want to admit that. And I say 98% of people are too busy pretending that they all got it all figured out. They ain't gonna tell you that. So I appreciate the transparency.
If I did,
I want to read a
the
comment.
first one.
I want to read a comment real quick from my friend Paris. You know her as Paris, not really pretty P, but you know her as Paris, Professor.
Absolutely, Paris.
But she said one of my coworkers told me sometimes you need to sit back and take inventory on yourself. Sitting and reflecting and evaluating. And for instance, my aunt asked me, she asked me sometimes, well, how do you sit outside for hours? Because I can be sitting outside looking at the squirrels and the birds and sitting outside catching some sunlight, some fresh air, breathing. It took so long for me to step out of having all these lights above my, having it pitch black in here with these, So it took some time to get out there and just sit outside and breathe some air and sit in the sunlight. But once I started doing that, and thinking,
and that goes hand in hand.
Don't be afraid to sit with yourself. Don't be afraid to sit with yourself and think.
Exactly.
Put your phone
that's where
down.
Accountability comes in. Get
turn
sometimes
your phone
you just
off.
have to just turn down on the phone too.
Your devices,
so many things are being transferred through our devices, our phone conversations, and I guess I'm gonna be like, okay, Professor, why getting on a spiritual tip tonight?
No, because
do
it. Do it.
It's a part of it. It's a part of
it.
what's being transferred into your spirit by someone else. If it's not effective, if it's unnatural, then it's going to it's going to transform unnaturally, and then it just mess you up. It could just mess you up if you're not strong enough to understand where it's coming from and what it's doing. So we ain't gonna get into the deep end of the pool on that. I'm just saying,
but what
works effectively and what to look for. And what to look for and how to just live better. Yeah. So
don't be
that's
afraid to pull back and
Oh,
disconnect for a little bit. Just put your phone on
Absolutely.
airplane mode,
Yeah.
turn it off, get away from it,
Yeah.
sit
Oh,
outside by
it's
yourself.
Yeah.
always on
Yeah,
Exactly.
airplane
Your
mode.
tablet.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
Yes. It's
always,
yeah.
my
good. It's
phone
good
been
for
on
you.
like do not disturb
Hmm.
for the
Yep.
longest.
I
It's
encourage some
That
calm
works.
music, some rain sounds, or some people like different white
Mm-hmm.
noises and stuff like that. But
mm-hmm.
different, get into different frequencies and different sounds and different calming music and stuff, and take some time. Make
Exactly.
make some time. You have the
Exactly.
time, so make it. You
Yeah.
make 20 minutes, 30 minutes for yourself to not do nothing and just think, and that helps you
This
Yeah.
sort
is
through
it.
mentally. Helps you sort through
This
everything that you
this is
consider to
my
be a problem for
downtime right
yourself.
now.
Yeah.
This
Exactly.
is
Don't
my
do
We go
anything.
downtime.
Just
transparency, Miss.
chill.
Miss Latoya,
Yeah.
transparency.
Exactly. Yes, yes, so
Mm-hmm.
hey, it's a good thing, play a game, play a good game. I love Candy Crush. I could play Candy Crush for a good hour and I'm good. And I'm like, okay, let's get to it.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Ariel said to
Mm-hmm.
ration out your screen time. Yeah,
Oh
so
yes, ration it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
take some time to
Take a
get away from
sabbatical.
something.
Yeah,
Ride a bike,
exactly.
walk, do something. Yeah, get some fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So
Absolutely.
just about
Absolutely.
taking
Or
time for
walking in the
you.
rain
That's all
too.
it's really about. Taking
Yes.
time for yourself.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
saw some people. Some people take a little run in the rain. Which is just
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal. I don't know. For some,
Shoot,
that's a refreshment. In the rain. It
Right.
depends. I mean, we talking about
love
hard
the
rain.
rain. Yeah,
We talking about little
love the
light
rain.
spring rain.
Yeah.
It could be refreshing to your spirit. It could be refreshing to your body, to your mind, and your soul. So we are all creative beings, and we must restore and recover because of that creativity in us. So
Hmm.
it has to happen, and
There we go.
it must
Hmm.
happen on a day-to-day basis. That's how different we
Mm-hmm.
are. Every day must
Right.
be
Ariel is on point
brand
too.
new.
Ariel said the brown
Yes.
and green noise. So there's different frequencies. There's red, brown, green, white
Oh,
noise, which is like fans and stuff like that. But people should get into that.
okay.
Like a lot of those things are very calming. And then
Oh,
Molly said restore and recovery. Taking the time for
Mm-hmm.
you.
yeah.
Don't burn out. I understand it's
Yeah.
a rat race out here. I understand y'all got a lot of reasons to be stressed. Y'all might have children. Y'all might have a lot of bills piling up. Everything's expensive. We all know that. So we
Mhm.
all, that's what we're
Mhm.
here to do is relate to those things we all know we got to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Kenneth was saying
Exactly.
aromatherapy is good. Yeah, I done bought me some
Oh,
candles and
yes, it
some
is.
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
some stuff
Dr.
like that
K.
that helps and
Yes,
stuff
Dr.
too.
K. You right
Mm-hmm.
about
Yeah,
that. It is aromatherapy. I didn't know about green and brown. Was it green and brown noise?
green and brown noise is different frequencies.
I didn't
So
know that. I knew about
certain
white
things like
Yeah.
noise.
white noise, for instance, like I have to
Mm-hmm.
sleep with a fan on because I need the white noise. I can't stand sleeping in
Okay.
silence. I don't like the
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
feeling of just sleeping and you just wait. I guess waiting to drift off, but I need something
Oh,
that
okay.
kind of is added to the room as a distraction. So that'd be air conditioner, or a fan, or whatever is considered to be white noise. Something that's a natural, you
That's a
know, put
natural.
something in the air,
Wow.
put some noise in the environment. But yeah,
Okay.
different types of
Okay.
colored white noise and stuff like that is as something to
Understood.
relax
Understood.
to and unwind to. So good music or
Understood.
whatever it is. Hmm.
Wow. That's understood. That's
Yeah.
why I said, what do I know? I'm learning something here.
True. And thank
New
you for the
every
comments.
day. Wow.
Thank you for the
Yes.
comments. DJ Slicky Woo Boo said,
Absolutely.
well, by me
Absolutely.
being a
Wow.
DJ, I relax and
Yeah.
meditate the
Yeah.
I like
sound.
it. That
Yeah,
sound.
it was the what was the Stevie Wonder
Okay.
song that he plays because DJ Slicky Woo Boo goes live on Facebook a lot and does streams and stuff like that. So he streams music and DJs different sounds. So I done found some Stevie Wonder sounds that I never heard. As much as I was raised around them and all of that, and so many songs that I know, you know, finding ways like that, like search for. And if you use social media, I just want to say this last thing: put control what you see, control what you scroll across every day. So if you got,
Yeah.
fighting
Yeah.
videos and stuff like that, and you wonder
Yeah.
why
Put
you
some
feel some type of way
constraints
every
on it.
day,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
put yourself, put some stuff on there that you want to see people doing, some art, some
Mm-hmm.
things that are relaxing, some people
Yeah.
narrating some books or
Mm-hmm.
reading something more, whatever it is, but you control a lot of what you choose to see. So a lot of people are
Exactly.
complaining out here about, feeling this way or feeling that way, but
Exactly.
you surround yourself with some of these negative things for entertainment, and you wonder why
Right.
you as if you don't get something off of it, or
Exactly.
as if it doesn't affect you. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, yep. And then Ken said, I want to read, can just continue to read the
Yeah.
comments
Yeah.
while they're popping in, but,
That
and thank
vibrancy
y'all.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, thank y'all for the comments. He said color therapy is also good. I like bright colors. Well, that's why you're not supposed to put too much of a brown. I'm sorry, a dark blue color, or too many dark colors. Like having accent walls and little having greenery, having plants in your house, things like that add to it. Colors do affect you. So everything that you soak up and touch and look at has some type of effect on, your mental state. So, you know, Ariel she said, the different frequencies help quiet your mind. Yeah. So whether it be, like I said, the air conditioning, the fan, or something like that is, hold on, let me take her off. I'm sorry, because I think she might have lagged out once more. But if she does come back in and catch us before I wind the show up, you know. But she said different frequencies. So, like, have you a fan going. Some people like the TV on. I hate, I like to be in silence, so I can't do it. But,
No, I can't have the TV on. No, I used
I
to
can't.
go to sleep to the sound of the rain.
Mhm.
A
I
lot
do that now.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rain sounds or storm sounds or something like that. So
Yeah.
I encourage
Like
y'all to
that.
find something that's calming. Whatever it is you do, walk, ride a bike, or whatever. You know. Um, That's my idol, Stevie Wonder. Yeah,
Yeah.
like so DJ Slicky Woo Boo in regards to music, he's somebody that I love. Anybody who catches streams or whether they catching themselves exercising, listening to music or are driving, listening to music. Music is definitely the way to
Yeah.
get your mind right. Neo Soul, for those that like Erica Badu or Jill Scott, anybody like that. Play you something soft, play you something mellow, change it up. Now, on the pit stop, one thing I do want to do is I want to read our disclaimer because we like to hit y'all with one in the beginning as well as the end. So, definitely just stop a disclaimer, everybody. The information in this video is not intended nor implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. All content is to be considered as such. We are only mental health advocates that are here for you. We are not medical professionals. So, we don't want you to take anything that we're saying and dismiss possibly seeking out any medical treatment from professionals. So we don't want you to say, "Hey, we heard this from this, from from Just Stop. We decided not to go seek out that doctor or take that medication or take that advice." So please don't be swayed by us. We're only here to, for you to catch vibes with. So I'm gonna let Professor in. But Professor, of course, I got to read that disclaimer and everything. So as far as our shows on Wednesdays, like right now, this is 7:30 to 8 o'clock. 7:30 to 8 o'clock, and then the main shows on Sundays is is Just Stop It. So that's from 8 to 9 p.m. But I was just reading our disclaimer and about to wrap it up. Wasn't sure if you was going to get back or not.
Absolutely,
but,
absolutely.
Yeah,
we got a little storm going on here,
That's okay.
and it's kind of wicked, right, Toya? It's been really wicked for the day, but we just thank God that you guys came through today, and I just believe that we're gonna all come through, and as we understand our reality more, and how our brain, we are so influenced by so many things, and we are highly influenced by our community. And sometimes, it's like the mind shift. When the mind shifts, things happen, good things and bad things happen. But I have to say, when it all comes together, it'll turn out for the good in the best way possible. So, and our expectations, what do we expect? We expect a lot. It's who do we expect it? How do we get the support to help our expectations come alive for us to be able to live and thrive. And so we pray that you live and thrive. We pray that everybody who watched tonight, people who intend to watch, people who are listening, people who watch the recording, we pray that you learn how to thrive and just be honest with you. You are your best you. Be your best you. You are the best of the best, and there's more to come. Don't let anybody dictate to you who you cannot be. Don't let anybody ever dictate to you who you
said that right. You said that right.
Good.
I just want to give a quick shout out. I don't know if anyone else has any shout outs, but I want to shout out to my mom, Shannon Grace Chappelle, the opulent one, who is our co-host. She is not feeling well, as we said in the beginning, so
she'll be back.
She will be back, and we will be back too. So our shows are, like I was saying before, from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Sundays. You can catch us on our JTI Reform link. So this JTI REFORM #1 on YouTube. We have some other links on TikTok and stuff as well, but Facebook is as far as our Just Stop It page goes. Thank you for everybody who is in here, rooting for us, teaming with us, staying consistent, watching, commenting, sharing, just being in here and just catching our vibe on Wednesdays. Normally it's 30 minutes, but I'm so happy to be back. I just want to give Miss Latoya her time and give everybody a chance to say what they need to say and I'm happy to be back on. We took a little break on, Easter Sunday. So this is the first Wednesday show that we're back. But shout out to my friend Paris. Shout out to Ariel, Glenn. Shout out to Molly. Shout out to Kenneth. Shout out to Tazzy Taz, which is Wayne. Shout out to DJ Slicky Boo Boo. Thank you to everyone that I invited that will be watching the show later, catching it at a different time. And to you, Mommy, when you do watch this, Molly said get well soon.
Absolutely, absolutely, Shannon. And she'll be back on Sunday, Lord's will. And to our Alaska queen, Ari, she had some pics to show of us. I think she had some pics, but hopefully this Sunday she'll share some pictures with us of the Alaskan weather.
That's what's
her
up.
adventure has been amazing, and she's going to come back and share some things with us on, don't be afraid. That's my last advice. Ari, again, she's going to come back and share her adventure at the top of the world. So many that say black people don't do this and people of color don't do that. Listen, she's doing it at the top of the world. This is a black queen who's doing it at the top of the world.
The proof is in the pudding.
Exactly, the proof is in the pudding. That's right. That apple don't fall far from the tree. I'm just saying.
That part.
So we love you, and my grandbaby, the next in line, EJ, the king. Another one who's experiencing with his mother at the top of the world. I told Ari, I said, I know that boy gonna write a book too. Looking for it.
I know that's
children
right.
are doing so many things. They write books at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Love you too, Ari.
That's
Thank
why
you.
I said you could be anything. Yes, Ari, love you so much. And we love everybody, those who are watching tonight. And listen, you are, again, your best you. Come on back at GTI. Just stop at this Sunday. We got another good one for you. Remember your reality, and you can't understand it. Don't worry about your perception. Just be concerned about your reality, and you'll get with it, get to it, and get to it. Smooches, much love.
All right, y'all. Thank you. It was a great show, y'all. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Definitely appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
All right, Professor. I'll catch you later. Thank you to you, Mr. Toya. I appreciate you for stopping by, of course.
So
All right. Join us. You got some downtime. If not, you already got our information, so you already know what's up with that. But please do be stopping by. Please do be catching us. So to everybody that's on here, thank you, Mr. Toya. To everybody that's still on here, thank you so much for watching. I definitely appreciate you as Just Stop It producer. We just want to keep the love going. Just want to keep the communication going, the transparency going. This is us. We do shows on Sundays from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Shows on on Wednesdays from 7:30 to 8. This is us. All right, y'all. Y'all know how we do. Good night.